It's an excellent question. It's not no ill intent taken in any way, shape, or form. I have 3 children: a daughter who's 20, a daughter who's 17, and a son who's 10. I'm an atheist. My wife is a believer. So, how do we approach this with the kids? My wife is not some kind of militant believer, and I'm not the kind of atheist who believe that just because you believe in a higher power and live your life religiously, but you're not radicalized or by it or pushing it onto other people, it's not dangerous, in my opinion. So I took the position when we had kids that I would default to my wife as to whether or not she wanted to raise them in a religious environment in a church, and then when they got old enough to ask questions about what my position on this was, I would tell them the truth, and we were both cool with that. All 3 of my children are baptized. My oldest is a believer and chose to take, we gave our kids the choice, they chose to take confirmation classes and make her confirmation. She did. And she's still a believer. Our middle child, our 17-year-old, is religiously speaking and politically speaking more along my lines, right? She's so far left, she makes me look like Reagan. And she is a non-believer. She is a self-proclaimed atheist, chose not to take the confirmation classes, so has only been baptized. And then our son is kind of really unknown, because church going kind of came to a stop as softball season really cranked up with both of the girls, and with Lily not really being a believer, church going really slid off quite a bit. There just wasn't time. Once again, my wife isn't really a militant believer. She's a believer, but for example, she believes in God and heaven, but does not believe that there's a hell, because she does not believe that a good and decent God would create such a place. She also believes that even though I'm a non-believer and I've done things in my life that are bad, that God will see the good that I've done when I get to the gates and allow me in. It is what it is. I don't believe that. She does. It's all cool. But with the kids, we've kind of let them do their thing, and I didn't push my thoughts and processes on them until they started asking questions, until they started getting curious, until they started, well, why? How come you don't believe the same thing Mom believes? And I just thought it was better. See, I'm not trying to get them to believe in another God, so I don't think it's harmful that they believe in that God. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. It only becomes harmful, in my opinion, when, once again, they become radicalized and begin to push it down everybody else's throats.